viewers, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today's video is going to briefly discuss all the new TK.7 boards that come in all Henlong models sold by Motion RC right now. So as you can see, I just have a few of our models here. These are all 16 scale. For anybody who's not familiar with Henlong RC tanks, there's a ton of options. The link to all of them is going to be in the description below, but we got options like the T72, or the newest one to our lineup is the M26 Pershing, US, Stug 3. You see all the different options, and obviously they're all scaled to each other, and they're super fun to play with, whether you do the IR capability or shooting the airsoft pellets that come out of them. There's a lot of great functionality, but in the purpose of this video, we just wanted to go over some of the upgrades that the new TK.7 board, which is you know, the module inside, which controls everything from the smoke unit to the sound to the way it fires to the way it drives and controls. That board's been upgraded over time from Henlong because they've been around a good while. Originally, when we got all the tanks, they were all the TK6, which was new at the time. That was almost 2 years ago, but now all of our stock comes with the TK.7 boards. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug one in, and we could go over some of those new features the TK.7 board offers. One of the first things you're going to notice for anybody who's had Henlongs in the past is the new upgraded speaker inside. So I'm going to turn on my transmitter on the M26. Going to open the little lid here, turn it on. You see your lights flashing. Same functionality as far as turning it on. The unlock feature. And the speaker itself is loud. And one thing a lot of guys are going to notice too, right away, look at how well the smoker works on the new TK.7s. They've switched from an old pumper mechanism to more of like a vaporizer, which just makes the smoke come out immediately and then shut off immediately when I push the smoke button. So there's a little sound with it that you'll hear, but the fact that the smoke will turn right on and off almost immediately is a big change from previous ones where you had to wait a little bit for it to for it to get going, and there's less parts in there that can break. So that's a good that's a good upgrade to have. Then some of the other, I'll turn the smoke off here now, but again, you can hear the sound. So when I drive, I'll get driving on the table. And one thing it's hard to show is that the electronics inside, the actual proportional steering controls on both the turret, the movable turret, and on the tank itself are much more precise. I can tell the difference from the other tanks that I have. Again, hard to show on there, so you just gotta trust me when I say it, but it's really awesome. Now, as far as the volume goes on the speaker, there's some new functionality to the board. We won't go through it all, but they give you a nice manual. But like if I want to lower the sound, I could lower it, but you can make it really, really loud. So that would be max, and then you can bring it all the way down. So for this purpose now, I'll shut down the sound so it's still moving around. But overall, that's just some of the features of the new TK.7. So every single Henlong tank that you get out of Motion RC right now is going to come with the TK.7, and the way you'll know it is the back of the transmitter is labeled 7.0. And one of the other things I love that they did with the transmitters, which you can't see here, but when you take off the back, all your controls are going to be right here as a quick reference guide. You do get a full manual that could take you through. There's a lot more to the TK.7 than just what I'm saying here as far as the fine tuning. You could sit there with this transmitter and really fine tune the speed of your turret, the speed of the barrel moving up and down, the kickback when the gun fires. You could change all of that on the fly and really dial them in, which just adds a whole nother level to this lineup of tanks, which again, every model that we have too comes in 2 available versions. You've got the upgrade version, which is what you see here on like the M26, where you're going to get plastic treads, you're going to get plastic road wheels, but then every tank we have does have a professional version where all the treads, the road wheels, and a lot of like the other controls underneath are going to be metal. So it'll be a heavier tank, better for bashing outside, even though you could have plenty of fun outside here, but I wouldn't go take one like this, through rough patches. You want to drive this around on grass, dirt, be fine on pavement, but if you really want to upgrade, get yourself a professional version. But all around, guys, the TK.7 board, I'm impressed with it. Guys have been loving the tanks ever since we brought them to Motion RC, so whether you're an RC tank aficionado or it's just something fun. You're not gonna go wrong getting one of these because they really are a ton of fun, and the overall functionality from them being able to smoke, the light, the way the lights work on it, the machine, you know, a lot of them all have machine guns. Oh, I have the sound off, but let me turn the sound back on. Like, I love it. Got the machine gun going. There's always all these cool sounds when you push the button. You know, it just sounds like it's, you know, tank, and they're fun to drive, fun to play around, and when you put the IR sensor on them, you can't go wrong and have a good time. So guys, if you have any more questions, I'll try to answer as many in the comment section down below, but by all means, click the link in the description, go check out all the tanks we have available, and we have plenty of more of them coming in, so definitely get yourself a Henlong tank and have some fun, guys. That'll do it for this video though. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC.